Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. So in this video, we are going to be talking about the latest regarding Abde, then talk about the latest regarding Vitor, Roque, and then lastly talk about Gundogan. Yes, you guys probably already heard that Abde will be continuing at Barcelona, which is why I'm very excited to talk about what we need to talk about for today. So if you guys are new here, welcome to the channel. I'm happy that you guys are here. If you guys want to support this YouTube channel where we talk about everything regarding FC Barcelona, you can so by liking this video and also subscribing to the channel. I would really appreciate it. So let's talk about Abde first. So there were many questions on whether we're going to be either selling Abde for a good amount or loan him to a different club like what we did in the previous season, or we keep Abde and we have him be part of our squad next season. Now previously the idea was for Xavi to loan out Abde to Osasuna because Xavi believed that the best options that we had on the left wing was Ferran Torres and Ansu Fati, but in the end we only found out that Xavi did make a mistake, and if anything we saw the complete reverse. We saw both players, Ferran Torres and Ansu Fati, under-deliver, while we saw Abde at Osasuna have a great season. He showed a lot of promise. He scored 4 goals, he provided 2 assists, and he did take part in Osasuna going into the final against Real Madrid in the Copa del Rey. All at the same time, Abde also maintained very good top stats. Like for example, when Abde is being compared to the other attacking midfielders and wingers in the world, in European football, he is still in the 95th percentile of progressive carries and in the 99th percentile of successful take-ons, meaning that he is better than 95% of other players that are great in progressive carries, and he is also better than 99% of the players that are also great in successful take-ons. So it really gives you great context on just how great Abde is as a dribbler on the wings, and Barcelona need players like that. And many of us were also questioning, like, why would we bring someone like Carrasco from Atletico Madrid? Abde is younger, he has greater potential. Yes, we understand that Carrasco defensively may have an upper edge to Abde, but Abde also defends very well, and he can also distribute great defensive performances just like Carrasco if we continue to work on this player. Abde can do that. He has the work rate. We have seen that multiple times. And so as of now, I think the idea is for Abde to come over to strengthen the left wing position over Carrasco. Carrasco should not even be in the conversations right now. And it says here, according to multiple sources, that Abde will stay at Barcelona next year, bearing any big offers, even though his agents are leaning towards an exit. Barcelona believes he's ready to compete in high-level football and that he'll have an important role in the team. Xavi also wants to keep him, so it's very exciting news. And if you guys are wondering why the agent would want Abde to go to a different club, it's just that, you know, the agents believe that the player is not going to be getting any minutes, and we all know what happens when a player does not get any minutes. Their value decreases, and what happens when their value decreases? That means that when a player eventually does get sold, they'll be sold for a lower amount because of how unsuccessful they were in their previous clubs, and the agents want to neglect that. But I think that Abde, if he does give out 100% next season, which I think that he will definitely will, he'll get good minutes. I don't see his minutes being decreased or his minutes being stagnant through the season. If he can receive at least 1,500 to like 1,700 minutes through the season, that is great, and I think that he will get that. And let me tell you guys another thing. I want you guys to remember, I expect big things coming from Ansu Fati next season. I honestly think, and I've said this many times, that Ansu Fati will repeat what Frenkie de Jong did last summer, meaning that he's going to be ignoring all of the outside noises and say that I'm not leaving. I understand that I have not performed well. I understand that many of you guys do not want me here, but I'm going to force my stay, and I will show you guys what I am about in the next couple of months. Frenkie did that, and I think that Ansu Fati will do the exact same thing. And the fact that we can have players like Ansu Fati go at it and really build his career, and the same thing with Abde, is going to greatly benefit Barcelona in the end. I think that Ansu and Abde can really bring a lot on the left wing position, and they're going to be having great performances because both of them have a point to prove. So I do see Abde being part of this team. I would love to see Abde also be in the preseason and heavily, because we are going to be facing Juventus, Arsenal, Real Madrid, AC Milan, and also Osasuna in the Super Cup before La Liga does start. This is a team, Osasuna, that Abde has played with before, because that was the team that he did play for in the previous season on loan. And so all of these games would be great challenges for Abde, and again, I just want to see this player here, and we'll see how he does. Moving on towards the next topic of today, and now let's talk about Vitor, because now we do have some massive updates, and it says here, according to many sources in Brazil, that Barcelona are ready to pay 30 million euros fixed plus 5 million euros in bonuses for Vitor. While the Brazilian club wants the total to be around more than 45 million euros, today's meeting was very positive, and there is confidence within Barcelona that an agreement will be reached since all parties want to negotiate. Barcelona has informed Vitor that they'll be able to register him this summer. Deco is leading the talks from Barcelona's side to sign Vitor Roque. So we can see that there is an agreement with this Brazilian side and also with FC Barcelona when it comes to the final amount. But here's the thing that is kind of stopping from this deal to happen. And it says here that Barcelona are open to getting Vitor for 40 million euros because they all agree on that, right? But in a 4-year installment plan, meaning that they're probably going to be paying the Brazilian club around 10 million euros every year for the next 4 years if this deal does go through. But the Brazilian club wants the amount to be paid in lesser years. So maybe they want to see 40 million euros being paid in 2 years or maybe even in 3 years. But Barcelona want it in 4 years. But more talks will be held soon. That is basically the thing that they want to finalize before this whole move is complete, because we all know that right now, and it says here according to Fabrizio Romano, that Barcelona have already reached an agreement on personal terms with Vitor. That's straight, right? Those two connections there between Vitor and Barcelona, it's already done. Vitor is okay with the wages that he's going to be offered by Barcelona, and Barcelona are okay with everything that they're willing to give to the Brazilian star. But the only thing that is missing, which is always like the main problem in these transfer windows, is club between the other club and how they're going to be setting up the payment plan. And so we should expect to hear Barcelona having multiple other meetings within the next 48 to 72 hours. I do think that he will be our next signing. We have already signed Inigo Martinez. We're working on trying to sign Gundogan and also Vitor, but I think that the player that will come first will be Vitor. But since we are talking about Gundogan, I just want to quickly reference Gundogan and what has been going on with this player, because we understand that he is a free player. What's taking so long? Has everything stalled? Well, it says here according to The Athletic that Barcelona have improved their 3-year deal offer to Gundogan, meaning that if Barcelona is actually improving their deal to Gundogan, does that mean that Gundogan is saying, hey, I'm actually considering other offers? Maybe I might stay at Man City, maybe I might go to Saudi Arabia, maybe I might go to Dortmund, or I don't know who is getting into the picture of Gundogan's future. But the fact that Barcelona had to improve their offer means that something is going on. I still think though that Gundogan will choose Barcelona because Gundogan has already achieved the highest level with Man City, and maybe, you know, at the age of 32, 33 years old, he's going to want to go into a different journey and win somewhere else. And I also do think that one of the reasons why Gundogan is also considering other offers is because, you know, right now Barcelona cannot really do guarantees, meaning that Barcelona cannot say, yeah, we'll for sure sign you, don't worry, just sign the contract and we'll sign you in about 2 weeks once we do execute all of these exits. Maybe that's something that Gundogan is not really comfortable with, because the last thing that he does want to do is to basically sign the contract and then be told in about 2 weeks that he cannot be registered. Very, very similar to the problems that Lionel Messi did have. And so that is going to be the latest regarding Abde, Vitor, and also Gundogan. Again, anything else that does come with these stories, we are going to be talking about it here in this YouTube channel. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys in the next one.